Hi and welcome to my channel Bountiful Budgets. This is my first YouTube video, so I am really nervous filming this. I do apologise if I stammer over my words or if I stutter a little bit, or if there's a few pauses. It's just because I'm nervous. Also, I'd like to say sorry for the audio, the camera and the lighting. If none of them are great, I am really sorry. Hopefully in the future we can find a better way of setting it up. So let's just get into the video. So a little bit of a background on us is we are a family of 4 living on the outskirts of London. We are just trying to find a way to become debt-free and more financially secure. We have got a couple of big goals. Hopefully in the next 5 years or so we would like to either get married or own our own home. We're undecided on which one we would like to do first, but we're at the beginning part of our journey, so I guess we can figure that out along the way. So let's just get into the budget for the month of March. So sorry, just need to find the page. Here we go. So this is the monthly spread that I use. I do apologise, I have just realised that I haven't highlighted anything here. But what I would usually use this page for is to mark our income and any bills or debts that are going out as well, and also any plans or anything like that. So as you can see here, I've got birthday meal written down and I've also got Mother's Day written down. I find this handy. It reminds me that we have got plans on these days, and that there will be a expense to us, so it's worth budgeting for. So let's just get into the first week of March. Just gonna try and zoom you in. So as you can see here, I have got all of my incomes listed. So top one is wages, and because I am on mat leave at the moment, I'm not receiving my full wage. It is SMP, which obviously, as you know, it's not great. It's about £186 a week, I believe, but I'm not too sure. So as you can see here, my wages is £841 for the month. Child benefit, because I've got 2 children, so you get £24 something for the first child, and then I believe it's £17 something for any additional children. So that comes to £42 a week. Child maintenance, I mainly get that because my oldest daughter is not the child of my current partner, so my ex-partner pays me about £150 a month in child maintenance for her. Then you'll see universal credit. Now, I don't usually see people on YouTube that do budget videos with universal credit. We only get this because we checked and we were entitled to it, but it obviously goes on based on what we earn. So as soon as I go back to work, we won't be entitled to this anymore. Next you see savings used. I'm not planning on using any savings this week. Other is any other income, whether we get extra money from family members or if we've sold something or anything like that. And then rollover is anything left in my bank from the previous month. So you can see here I have 150 left there, so I should have £150 left in my account at the end of February to roll into March. Let's get into our fixed expenses. You can see my first bill here is council tax, which is £205. Then I have my road tax budgeted at £17. Kindle Unlimited is £10. Gymnastics for my daughter is £50 a month, and then my debt is my nationwide loan is £240 a month. Before I go any further, I'd like to say you won't see many household bills on here because my partner tends to pay the other household bills. As soon as I go back to work, which is in April, I will start paying towards other household bills. So for example, in May, I'll start paying back towards the rent. So you will see that come up on here. Then variable expenses, I tend to look after these. So groceries is £75 a week. Transport, this is mostly for my car, so it's £25 a week. Animals, so we have got a dog, and I budget £50 a month for her, whether she needs a groom or some food or a couple more toys or treats. That's what she gets for the month. So I do roll that over each week. Kids is if the children need anything, if they need new clothes, or if they've been good and they deserve a treat, or any days out we want to do with them, that's for them. Personal is my personal budget, so each month I give myself £50. This is usually just for me to get my hair cut and coloured. Now I don't usually do that every month, that's normally every 2 months or every other month, but it's nice to just have something there for me. Social is if we want to order a takeaway or go out with some of our friends, so we get £30 a month for that. Costco, so once a month we do go to Costco to stock up on essential items like toilet roll. I drink a lot of Pepsi, so cans of Pepsi, or fruit shoots for our daughter, some meat sometimes, so we like to stock up our freezer with chicken and other meats, and that just helps us with our meal prep and so on. And then we've got miscellaneous. Now I don't usually budget anything for this, but I find it handy to have there just in case. Moving on to our savings, as you can see I have one thing for my annual savings, which is car maintenance. So I have got my MOT due in June. I'm trying to save £500 for that. So far I believe I've got 275. So I've just been putting £50 each month at the start of the month towards that. And flipping over, we next have our variable savings. So I've put clothing at £10 and medical at £10. So clothing is just for us if we obviously need new t-shirts, new underwear, anything like that, just goes towards that. And medical is anything like prescriptions, the dentist, or recently we've both had to get our eyes tested, so that came out of a medical fund, so we need to refill that. And then you can see here I have got emergency fund written down. Now I feel like this should be a priority, but I just don't have the money to fund it as much as I would like, so £10 a month it is for now. Going into the second week of March is from the 10th to the 16th. Again with our income, I'm not expecting any wages. Child benefit £42 again. Child maintenance, not expecting anything. Universal credit, we're only expecting £200 this month. This might be more, this might be less. This is a guesstimation. So my partner is receiving a back pay in some of his wages, and that will significantly reduce the amount we get from universal credit this month. Savings use, I'm not planning on using anything. And then other, I know this probably should go in savings use, but I did save some money in a maternity pot. I call it a maternity leave pot. So I've given us £200 a month just to help us out while I'm on maternity leave. So it's actually £211. And then we are hoping to roll over £71 from last week. So that will give us a total of £524. Bills this week, we have my Monzo bank, so I do pay for Monzo premium, so it's just £3 a month. My phone bill, £49. Pet insurance, now this has gone up from £9 to £12, but what can you do? Each year it goes up, and £3 isn't too bad. TV license is £15 a month. Now we're getting into my debt payments. So we've got Fluid credit card now. I'm not sure if I'm going to have to pay this month, because I did clear the balance, but I'm not sure if there will be interest accrued on it. So I've just left this here just in case. Nationwide credit card is £110. My MBNA credit card is £50, and the sofas are also £30 a month. And that comes to a total of £369 and leaving us with £155. So my variable expenses for this week, again, groceries £75, transport £25, and the rest will be zero because I do front load them, so I do tend to keep these rolling throughout the month. So that comes to £100 for the week, and it should leave us with £55. Nothing going to savings this week, so we are rolling over £55. Into week 3 of our March budget, that goes from the 17th to the 23rd of March. Again, We're only expecting £42 to come in from child benefit and nothing else. And also we have our rollover of £55. Oh, I've forgotten to fill in that bit there. No bills on this week. Again, our variable expenses are the same as last week. So we have £75 for groceries and £25 towards transport. So that is £100. But obviously, as you can see, that will leave us in minus. So we will be minus £3 by the end of this week. Nothing going into savings, obviously, nothing going towards extra debt. So we are rolling over minus £3. And into our final week of March, which goes from the 24th to the 30th of March. Again, we're not expecting anything from our wages, £42 from child benefit, £150 from my child maintenance. So as I explained earlier, my ex-partner does pay me £150 of child maintenance each month just to help with our daughter. So I usually get this payment every 4 weeks. So yeah. Universal credit, we're not expecting anything because we only get that once a month. Now I've got savings used here, which you will see reflected here. This is going to be used for Mother's Day gifts. So yeah, that's what that's going to be used for. We're not expecting any other income, and obviously our rollover was -3. So in total that leaves us with £219. We have got one debt payment this week, which is to Klarna, and that's to pay for our Xbox. So that's £32, as you can see here, and that will leave us with £187 for the rest of the week. Our variable expenses, once again, pretty much the same as the last few weeks. So 75 towards groceries, 25 towards transport, and nothing anywhere else apart from savings. We are expecting to buy a couple of gifts for our mums on Mother's Day and some cards. So that comes to £130, leaving us with £57 to end the month on. So with that, I'm not putting anything into my annual savings. I am planning to do an extra debt payment towards Klarna, which is another £32, and £25 towards our emergency fund. And that should hopefully leave us with nothing, because we do have a zero-based budget. So that's it today for that video. Thank you so much for watching, and I do apologise if I was talking a bit fast. Like I said, I am just really nervous. But yeah, so anyway, thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe to the channel if you would like to follow us on our journey, and I will see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching.